Years have passed, and I still regret not having the chance to learn these life realizations earlier. But even with that, the more I listen to them, the better my life becomes. And yours can too. Just listen carefully. Every time you are rejected from something good, you are redirected to something better. Realize you cannot control everything or everyone, but you can control yourself. And that's even better. Just because things could have been different doesn't mean they'd be better. When writing the story of your life, don't let anyone else hold the pen. Remember, some of the best times of your life haven't even happened yet. If it keeps you happy, keep it quiet. Know your worth. Never put yourself in the bargain bin, or that's where others will value you. The magic you are looking for is in the work you're avoiding. Sometimes, when you're in a dark place, you think you've been buried, but actually, you've been planted. Once you realize your value, you will be greatly surprised at what you used to settle for. The best thing I ever did was stop telling people what's going on in my life. Before you talk, listen. Before you react, think. Before you spend, earn. Before you quit, try. Many people don't like you, especially if they see you as competition. Always listen to your gut. Somehow, it knows many things that you wouldn't expect. Rule your life with your mind, not with your feelings. Every bad decision we have made in life, there was more emotion in it than there was mind. Every single one. Over-trusting, betrayal, masturbation, loss of energy, stress, hair loss, overthinking, depression, saying no is important, revenge, ruining your own life, observing increase in wisdom, forgiving, healing, letting go, peace of mind. You cannot convince people to love you. No one will ever give you love because you want him or her to give it. Real love moves freely in both directions. Don't waste your time on anything else. Spend your money on the things money can buy. Spend your time on the things money can't buy. Life doesn't get easier or more forgiving. We get stronger and more resilient. Time truly flies. Be grateful always, because it can always be worse. Live like there's no tomorrow and do what you love. The money will flow. Chasing the opposite sex and having temporary relationships which mean nothing but sex is pointless. Know your worth. Never put yourself in the bargain bin, or that's where others will value you. If it can be fixed, why are you complaining? If it can't be fixed, why are you complaining? If the path before you is clear, you're probably on someone else's. A private life is a happy life. Sometimes it feels better not to talk at all about anything. Don't say yes to everyone to make them comfortable. Check with yourself too before you commit. Every person has three faces. Firstly, the one we show to the world and strangers. Secondly, the one we show to family, spouses, and close friends. And thirdly, the one we show only to ourselves. There is a healthy amount of distrust to have in everyone. Nobody's intentions are truly clear, even after being stated. You aren't crazy. You're intelligent. Life is not a matter of holding good cards, but of playing a poor hand well. Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and its life will not get any shorter. Happiness doesn't diminish when you share it. At first, you choose a partner based on appearance and enjoy it until you realize that your children will be raised not based on appearance, but based on values. If you expect the world to be fair with you because you are fair, you're fooling yourself. That's like expecting the lion not to eat you because you didn't eat him. Learn how to say it and mean it. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. You can always earn money. It's not a big deal. Your world is not going to end because you don't have a fixed income. Something else will work out. Your friends want you to do good, but not better than them. Rest doesn't care. The average of 5 is real. If you really want to know someone, look at the 5 people they talk to the most and spend the most time with. If you're trying to break a habit, don't say, "This is the last time I'm doing it," to yourself. Instead, say, "This is the first time I'm not doing it." Beware of little expenses. A small leak will sink a great ship. Never compare your life with others. They may seem better than you, but they have some problems which are never, ever heard by you. If they don't have what you want, don't listen to what they say. There's no greater waste of time than justifying your actions to people who have a life you don't want. Keep to yourself. Stay away from idiots. Stupidity is contagious. Not everything in this world should be your problem. Some things are simply none of your business. Focus on the issues that affect you directly. You will be much happier that way. Your value is not determined by someone else's inability to see your worth. Life can only be understood backward, but it must be lived forwards. Don't ignore a problem you see coming from a mile away. That foresight is a gift. Don't squander it. He who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh at. Decision-making, like coffee, needs a cooling process. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. With every failure comes the experience needed to do better. Pay close attention to those who say they love you, because so often they don't. They only use you. Trust in yourself and your first instinct on decisions. You spend all your health initially for wealth, and then you spend all your wealth for one day of good health. The people who say you can't and you won't are usually the ones scared that you will. Be careful who you call your friends. I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. You don't have to feel good about it. You just have to keep going. The feeling will pass, but you will remain. Lower your expectations. Having high expectations of yourself and of others is a recipe for chronic dissatisfaction in life. Your friends' problems become your problems. The smaller your social circle, the fewer problems you have. Today is the oldest you've ever been in your life, and the youngest you'll ever be again. Whatever is begun in anger ends in shame. Don't set yourself on fire to keep others warm. The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. Success is 5% brains and 95% consistency. Learn to be sufficient and realize you are immortal. Who will suffer horribly later if you don't become independent and resourceful? If you are a so-called night guy, you will be screwed up in the worst possible way you can ever think of. Most people stay in the same place for a reason. The things they hold dear are the anchors that hold them in place. A ship in the harbor is safe, but that is not what ships are built for. People are great at keeping secrets they don't know. Every person in your life is a teacher. Some bring lessons about love and support. Others teach you what to avoid. Not everyone wants to see you succeed. Some will even go out of their way to see you fail. If people took back the pain they caused you, you'd lose the strength you gained. Don't be afraid of a shadow. It just means there's a light nearby. If you want to get rich, think of saving as earning. Stop worrying about what other people think. Honestly, who gives a damn? When you laugh, people laugh with you, and when you cry alone. When you try to please everybody, you almost always please nobody. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. It is possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. That is not weakness. That is life. Don't tell anyone what you think or what you know. Keep your secrets to yourself. Because a friend of today could be an enemy by tomorrow. A busy man is seldom visited by idle friends. No flies fly to a boiling pot. Don't get bogged down in regrets. No one is perfect. Don't chase happiness. Just stay positive, and you will experience joy. Stop trying to make everyone love you. You need enemies to succeed. If you wouldn't take advice from them, why would you take criticism? Everyone falls down. Getting back up is how you learn how to walk. You are not a product of your circumstances. You are a product of your decisions. Focus on you. People come and go. No amount of success can compensate for failure at home. Just because you hate this chapter doesn't mean you'll hate the book. The more thankful you are, the more you attract things to be thankful for. Sometimes, the things that break your heart end up fixing your vision. The person who cares less has the most power in a relationship. The trouble is, you think you have time. The roots of education are bitter. but the fruit is sweet. Loneliness isn't the absence of people. It's the absence of connection. Seek meaningful interactions, not just company. Be silent, or let thy words be worth more than silence. Just because a thought got your attention doesn't mean it deserves your attention. Stop telling people everything. Most people don't care, and some secretly want you to fail. If something bothers you, change it. If it is beyond your control, learn to live with it. Accept it. Change yourself. That is the only thing you can influence. Everyone is on their own journey. Focus on yours. You don't notice your progress in life because you are always raising the bar. There are two wolves fighting inside all of us. The first one is evil. The second one is good. Which wolf will win? The one you feed. Loneliness is the price you pay when you start to improve yourself. Embrace judgment. No matter your outcome, you'll always be judged. So don't live to impress others. Live to impress yourself. Comparison is the thief of joy. Focus on your path, not someone else's. Never be so kind you forgot to be clever. And never be so clever you forgot to be kind. If you don't control your mind, someone else will. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Wasting time in regretting, cribbing, and crying won't fetch you results. Life's challenges are not there to paralyze you, but to help you discover who you are. Never sacrifice your progress for a friend. They might not do the same if the tables were turned. Don't compare your life to others. You have no idea what their journey is all about. People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. People never lie so much as before an election, during a war, or after a hunt. The more you like yourself, the less you'll need others to have what you never had. You had to do what you never did. Stay away from people who make you feel lonely. No company is better than a bad company. Write your sad times in the sand. Write your good times in stone. Be kind, but don't let people use you. The world doesn't care about your potential. It cares about what you've done. You aren't always responsible for the first thought you have, but you are responsible for the second one. Those who have a why to live can bear with almost anyhow. Never underestimate the power of stupid people. You are right about all the things you think you need to do. Don't wait. Get started. Knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is not putting it in a fruit salad. Circumstances make man, not man's circumstances. Sometimes it's a blessing to not get what you want. It is better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for something you are not. People will say almost anything when they're happy. Be wise and careful of this. Dead people receive more flowers than the living ones because regret is stronger than gratitude. A goal is a dream with a deadline. Be proud you survived the days you thought you couldn't. Worry is the ultimate bully. It takes everything and gives nothing. Let go, or be dragged. Great results can be achieved with small forces. When thinking about life, remember this: no amount of guilt can change the past, and no amount of anxiety can change the future. No one is going to figure out your life. It's your responsibility. Rejection is important for self-development. Your mind gives up a lot faster than your body. Leave nothing for tomorrow which can be done today. Not everyone will like you. That's life. You'll ruin your life trying to make everyone happy. Mistakes are proof that you're trying. Love your neighbor as yourself. Don't go broke trying to impress broke people. When you get up in the morning, remember what you promised yourself at night. People don't think about you as much as you imagine they do. If you have more than 3 priorities, you have none. A ball doesn't bounce until it hits the bottom. Make peace with your past so it won't screw up the present. No one has the answer. You're going to spend a lot of time figuring things out. People don't get what they deserve. The world will not treat you better just because you're a good person. When nothing can go wrong, it will. A calm sea will not make you a skilled sailor. Don't make one person the center of all your happiness. Don't make them the reason why you are happy. Because once that person walks away from your life, you're left with nothing. You deserve it: the career, the love, the family, the peace, the life. Don't depend too much on anyone in this world, because even your own shadow leaves you when you are in darkness. The ego is not a bad thing, and sometimes we need it in order to achieve our aims and feel vitality. However, the ego is just a tool. We shouldn't let it control us. Success is a loner's journey. You must learn to accept loss and make compromises. If you stopped seeing the world in terms of what you like and what you dislike, and saw things for what they truly are in themselves, you would find a great deal more peace in your life. Youth is happy because it has the capacity to see beauty. Anyone who keeps the ability to see beauty never grows old. The only person with whom you have to compare ourselves is that you in the past. There will always be someone who is better than you in something. You have to accept that fact and learn from them. That's something that will help you grow. Death does not concern us. Because as long as we exist, death is not here, and when it does come, we no longer exist. You have 3 choices in life. You can watch things happen, make things happen, or wonder what the hell happened. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. No work is beneath you. The only thing that should be beneath you is your big ego. Work hard in silence and show your skills at the job you get, rather than criticizing the job. No matter how many times I may stumble, I will rise each time a better man. The most important step a man can take is the next one. It's always the next one. You might be the sweetest peach on the tree, but some people just don't like peaches. There are two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. If you want to help yourself, find is to carry the spirit of the child into old age, which means never losing your enthusiasm. Nothing in life that is worth having comes easy. Passion is super awesome, but it doesn't cure all your problems. Passion can go a long way in your life, but it doesn't mean it's all unicorns and rainbows. No is one of the most powerful words in existence. Don't be a people pleaser. The only time you should look into someone else's bowl is to make sure they have enough. Be not afraid of moving slowly. Be only afraid of standing still. What God doesn't give to you, you have to go and get for yourself. Experience is not what happens to a man. It is what a man does with what happens to him. No matter how nice or respectful you are, some people will still talk bad about you behind your back. Life is unfair. Don't moan. Don't complain. Learn to be thick-skinned. Make the most of what you can. Only a fool learns from his own mistakes. The wise man learns from the mistakes of others. Experience. Don't expect experience. Life. Do not carry expectations on how it should be. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. When you're working for someone else's dream, you sacrifice your own. We live in an age when unnecessary things are only necessities. Kindness is a language that the deaf can hear and the blind can see. What people say when they are angry aren't things they mean. They regret it often. Forgive angry people. It's okay. They are only human. All that we are is the result of our thoughts. If you are unhappy, you are doing something wrong. He can do anything who thinks that he can do anything. Take time to enjoy life's simple pleasures. It's in these moments that we are and find the most joy. Just because you know how it's done doesn't mean it's not magic. Live your life as an exclamation, rather than an explanation. No matter what good you do to people, they will only remember your mistakes. You may not realize this, but the people you love are your biggest weaknesses. Well done is better than well said. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. Great men are meteors designed to burn so that earth may be lighted. Someone's opinion of you doesn't have to become your reality. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Sometimes a hypocrite is nothing more than a man in the process of changing. Don't regret the past, because at that moment, you did your best. Holding grudges will never harm people you hate, only you. If you can't do it now, you won't do it ever. Thinking is difficult, that's why most people judge. The things you own end up owning you. Speak your mind, even if your voice shakes. This too shall pass. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. You are not what happened to you, you're what you chose to become. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. Those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. As a child, I prayed to God for a bicycle. Then I realized that God works differently. I stole my bike and prayed for forgiveness. Do not envy other people's good qualities, but instill them in yourself through admiration. Most of the stuff you worry about never happens. Don't chase women. Instead, focus on your growth, values, and cultivating kindness. The right person will find their way to you at the perfect moment without the need for chasing. You grow mentally weak when your life is too comfortable. We have 4 problems: overthink, overtrust, overshare, overlove. Listen more than you speak, for wisdom often comes from silence. When fate hands you lemons, make lemonade. The world is boring for boring people. Never was anything great achieved without danger. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. There are times when you see someone for the last time and don't even realize it. Watch out. You'll never know the true value of the moment until it becomes a memory. Resentment is like taking poison and waiting for the other person to die. Every person alive hits a crossroads in life when you have to let go of the past and forge ahead into something new. The only sad thing would be clinging to the past once it's out of reach. Fiction is the lie through which we tell the truth. Problems cannot be solved with the same level of thinking that created them. A friendship founded on business is better than a business founded on a friendship. When we give someone our time, we actually give a portion of our life that we will never take back. It is unrealistic to expect people to see you as you see yourself. You attract what you are. You want to attract better? Become better. Spend time with the elderly. Their wisdom and experiences are invaluable. Small circle, private life, and peaceful mind. Never bend your head. Always hold it high. Look the world straight in the eye. Never be afraid to treat people the way they treat you. When they give you lined paper, Right the other way. Rules for happiness. Something to do. Someone to love. Something to hope for. Life gives you lemons, pepper, salt, and sometimes cold water, but they don't come together or in a certain order. So keep struggling until the lemonade is ready. You can either be a negative or positive person in life, but only one will get you somewhere. Whoever fights can lose. Whoever doesn't fight has already lost. Nature has given men one tongue, but 2 ears, that we may hear from others twice as much as we speak. Take a deep breath. It's just a bad day, not a bad life. People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Things that will count: your health and your achievements. The first step to getting anywhere is deciding you're not willing to stay where you are. The true test of a man's character is what he does when no one is watching. One day or day one, you decide. Much is expected from that to whom much is given. Don't say, someday. Say, now. For someday may never come. You will be disappointed and heartbroken multiple times. But it's how you respond that matters. Donate to charity. Small acts change lives. Life is a boxing game. Defeat is not declared when you fall down. It is declared when you refuse to get up. Use things, not people. Love people, not things. Time is your most valuable resource. There are no refunds or second chances for the time you waste being impatient with actions but patient with results. Don't be emotionally attached to anyone. People change. Even your best friends may probably turn into strangers one day. They've promised that dreams can come true, but forgot to mention that nightmares are dreams too. Every journey begins with the first step. In order to empathize with someone's experience, you must be willing to believe them as they see it, and not how you imagine their experience to be. Do not look back when leaving. There are 1,000 lessons in defeat, but only one in victory. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. You make the best decisions when in pain, because fear of experiencing the same pain again is the strongest motivator. Don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. You've got to do what's right for you, even if it hurts some people you love. When anger rises, think of the consequences. The fact that people do not learn from the mistakes of history is the most important lesson of history. No wise man ever wished to be younger. Since we're all going to die, it's obvious that when and how don't matter. Learn to cook a few basic dishes. It's a valuable life skill. Any thought you have about the future is a delusion. You're going to make a lot of people mad doing what's right for you. You can't cross the ocean until you lose sight of the shore. It's easy to fool someone. It's hard to convince them that they've been fooled. At your life's darkest moments, you'll see the most clearly. Do not postpone joy for the sake of the future. Tomorrow is promised to no one. The hardest part is at the beginning of the journey. The rocket loses 90% of its fuel during takeoff. Breathe. It's just a bad day. Not a bad life. Things will get better. Just wait. People, in essence, do not grow up, they only get old. You can hide memories, but you can't erase the history that produced them. The way you treat others reflects who you are, not who they are. Not everyone will make it to your future. Some people are passing through to teach you life lessons. In the face of adversity, remember that diamonds are made under pressure. Embrace solitude as a time for reflection and self-discovery. Not everyone you trust will be trustworthy. Don't be afraid to express vulnerability. It shows strength. Learn to handle rejection gracefully. It's a part of life. Control your finances, or lack of them will control you. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strength. If a man is as wise as a serpent, he can afford to be as harmless as a dove. Rule your mind, or it will rule you. No matter how hard you work, you can't have everything you want. Eventually, most of us end up settling in some part of our life. Before you speak, let your words pass through 3 gates. Is it true? Is it kind? Is it necessary? You are not unique. There will always be someone else equally attractive, fun, and qualified to replace you. Time never waits. It only urges you to catch up or get left behind. A moment of patience in a moment of anger saves from 1,000 minutes of regret. We stopped looking for monsters under our bed when we realized that they were inside us. Never tolerate disrespect, not even from yourself. Create and stick to a personal budget. Worrying is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do but gets you nowhere. You can't start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading the last one. The best view comes after the hardest climb. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, "I will try again tomorrow." Your ambition is handicapped by laziness. Never lose your sense of humor. Laughter is the best medicine for the soul. You'll never find a rainbow if you're looking down. Always pay off your credit card debt. It'll save you trouble later. The best revenge is massive success. The more you give, the more you receive. The heart that shares is the heart that's full. If you can dream it, you can do it. Stop telling people more than they need to know. You meet every single person for a reason. Just let it be. If it's meant to be, it will happen. Your past was never a mistake if you learned from it. Receive without conceit. Release without struggle. The secret to being creative alone. Ideas are born in loneliness. Don't wait for the right opportunity. Create it. Do not say a little in many words, but a great deal in a few. Whether it's a machine, a house, or a relationship, maintenance is always cheaper than repairing. You may not lead a comfortable life with a single source of income. You need to build others. The meaning of life is to give life meaning. Whatever advice you give, be brief. A man only begins to be valued when he is no longer there. A ship is safe in harbor, but that's not what ships are for. Once you feel free, someone avoids you. Never disturb them again. No man is free who is not a master of himself. Gardens are not made by singing, "Oh, how beautiful," and sitting in the shade. Judge a man by his questions rather than by his answers. Who of you by worrying can add a single hour to his life? Always take responsibility for your actions, for it is the mark of a mature individual. It's okay to make mistakes. Mistakes mean you're trying. People willingly believe what they want to believe. 10 people who speak make more noise than 10,000 who are silent. The days that break you are the days that make you. Your respect at most places is directly proportional to your bank balance. It takes a long time to realize how truly miserable you are. And even longer to realize it doesn't have to be that way. Honesty without kindness is brutality. Kindness without honesty is manipulation. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it is a quiet voice at the end of the day saying, "I will try again tomorrow." Never wrestle with a pig. You both will get dirty. But the pig likes it. A denied expectation hurts more than a denied hope, while a fulfilled hope makes us happier than a fulfilled expectation. Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. People often confuse stress with responsibility. That mountain you've been carrying, you were only supposed to climb. You cannot have a positive life and a negative mind. The most exquisite pleasure is giving pleasure to others. It's not about having what you want, but wanting what you have. Do not let the shadows of your past darken the doorstep of your future. Sometimes we create our own heartbreaks through expectation. Even the smallest lie can break the biggest trust. Be kind and generous without expecting anything in return. Make more moves and less announcements. We learn not in school, but in life. You can never be overdressed or overeducated. Smile. Today is the tomorrow you worried about yesterday. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Better to be thought a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. You can't always have a good day, but you can always face a bad day with a good attitude. Owning your truth can be hard, but not nearly as hard as spending your life running away from it. He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command. A donkey loaded with gold will open the gates of any fortress. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Celebrate small victories and milestones, because they pave the way for bigger achievements. Trust yourself. You've survived a lot, and you'll survive whatever is coming. The point of the argument is not to defeat each other, but to understand each other. Fake love is mighty convincing in a world where real love is mighty rare. Recognizing a problem is half the success in solving it. Perceive failure as a vulnerable teacher and a stepping stone to success. Embrace every opportunity, for regrets come from the chances we didn't take. No gains without pains. Don't cling to a mistake just because you spent a lot of time making it. I guess it comes down to a simple choice. Really, get busy living or get busy dying. Progress is impossible without change. Compromise is the best and cheapest lawyer. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Believe in yourself, and the rest will fall into place. Never fall in love with the same person twice, because the second time you fall in love with the memories, not the person. Some things are meant to cross your way, but are not meant to stay. Your direction is more important than your speed. Worrying only means you suffer twice. Be afraid, but do it anyway. Sometimes loneliness is the price you pay for growth. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take it and make it perfect. Never think twice about investments in yourself. They pay dividends for a long time. You will never remember the days and nights you stay home and do nothing. Sometimes which choice you make is not as important as making a choice and committing to it. Don't compare yourself to others, because no one can play your role better than you. Whoever brings you the most peace should get the most time. Patience is power. You are who you are. Nobody's approval is needed. The harder your past was, the more beautiful your future will be. If you get tired, learn to rest, not to quit. No relationship is worth damaging your mental health. Depend on yourself, never on others. Being too nice breaks you. Expect nothing, and you will never get disappointed. Just be real. It saves everyone's time. Putting off until tomorrow is your weakness. One day or day one. You decide. We are our choices. The past is just a story we tell ourselves. A salary is the drug that they give you to forget your dreams. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. It never gets easy, but it gets easier. If you need music on the beach, you're missing the point. We live longer when we are too busy living. The people who mind don't matter, and the people who matter don't mind. Keep breaking your heart until it opens. Remember when you wanted what you currently have. No expectations, no disappointments. One looking into a puddle sees dirt in it, the other stars reflected in it. Begin, be bold and venture to be wise. If each of us sweeps right under our feet, the whole world will be clean. An abnormal reaction to an abnormal situation is normal behavior. Do not judge, or you too will be judged. The first man gets the oyster. The second man gets the shell. An explained joke is no longer a joke. Never put off till tomorrow the fun you can have today. The liar's punishment is not in the least that he is not believed, but that he cannot believe anyone else. Marrying is not at all difficult, it is difficult to be married. Pay attention to the negative signs that people give off and immediately disconnect from them. It will save you a lot of pain and, more importantly, wasted time. The only person who's ever going to remember your hard work is you. Not this company, not your boss, only you. It's not worth killing yourself over a company that'll replace you in 2 days if you're gone. Never regret a day in your life. Good days give happiness. Bad days give experience. Worst days give lessons. And best days give memories. Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. He can anger you only when you permit yourself to be disturbed by him. No woman or man really knows what perfect love is until they have been married a quarter of a century. A wise man gets more use from his enemies than a fool from his friends. When talking to people, look them in the eye and on the face. This will make you more confident in front of others. Your self-respect has to be stronger than your feelings. Don't tell your friends that you're happy, don't make them angry. Don't tell your enemies that you're unhappy, don't make them happy. There never exists a relationship without self-interest. In short, every one of us, for sure, is selfish. Never expect too high. The more you expect, When it doesn't meet your expectation, the more it's going to hurt. If you are a giver, remember to learn your limits, because the takers don't have any. Your deepest, darkest moment may be the best thing that ever happens to you. There is nothing more important to true growth than realizing that you are not the voice of the mind. You are the one who hears it. Great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small minds discuss people. The most important thing we learn at school is the fact that the most important things can't be learned at school. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Danger is very real, but fear is a choice. Don't ruin your health in order to earn money. You will end up spending your money to recover your health, and that is not reciprocal. Sometimes you need to stop seeing the good in people and start seeing what they show you. Leave the house messy and the yard unmowed for the weekend. You will remember the fun, not the clean house or yard. Make time for fun. You learn nothing from life if you think you're right all the time. Sometimes we're tested not to show our weaknesses, but to discover our strengths. People only want to hear the good, not the bad, so if you have issues, it'll be hard to find people to confide in. Time passes slowly when you follow it. It senses being followed. You spend your first 20 years worrying what people think about you. You spend your next 20 years swearing that you don't care what people think about you. You spend the next 20 years realizing that they aren't thinking about you. Stop letting other people take advantage of you. Learn to say no and understand your rights. When you do things right, people won't be sure you've done anything at all. A happy marriage is a long conversation which always seems too short. Work on you, for you. If you're not dating to marry, you're dating for heartbreak. Let that sink in and be in a serious relationship. The calmer you are, the clearer you think. Don't pretend to be better than you are. Live life at your own pace. Life is too short to waste time hating anyone. Envy is a waste of time. You already have all you need. Action is 10 times more valuable than reading and planning. Experience is the best teacher. You might regret your speech, but you'll never regret your silence. If you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. Do more. The race is won by the horse that outstrips its rivals by a head. Wisdom is not wisdom when it is derived from books alone. It is indeed very hard to move on, but once you do, you'll realize it was your best decision. Be the person you needed when you were younger. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. Accept criticism, but never accept disrespect. You can't change the past, but can shape your future by learning from it. When you stop chasing the wrong things, the right ones catch up. Never awaken a woman's love with no intention of loving her. A lesson never ever goes away until it has taught us what we need to know. Learn to say no, be frugal, eat only real food, no wheat, and limit carbs. If you don't clear your misunderstandings in time, they become the reason for distance forever. We are all the bad guy in someone's story. Never close your lips to those whom you have already opened your heart to. To be angry is to take revenge on oneself for the mistakes of others. There is nothing impossible to him who will try. Thinking that someone else can make you happy or unhappy is ridiculous. You can overcome bad habits only today, not tomorrow. To lead people, follow them. It is better to make an approximately correct decision than to make a precise mistake. Respect yourself, because people can see if you don't. The more you know, the dumber you sound to stupid people. Don't let success go to your head. Don't let failure go to your heart. The best way to respect yourself is to discipline yourself. Don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear. To be the best, you must be able to handle the worst. As long as you are alive, no obstacle is permanent. Many of the people you told your secret to have already told it to others. The walls you build to keep things out are also keeping things in. Learn to let go, even if you are right. Never make a promise you can't keep. Do not fear getting hurt. You can't grow if you don't hurt. Experience is the teacher of all things. The shortest distance between 2 points is often unbearable. Any man can make mistakes, but only an idiot persists in his error. How much money does it take to make a man happy? Just $1 more. Stay patient. The best things happen unexpectedly. Life is a one-time offer. Use it well. Be kind to people without allowing them to take advantage of your good nature. Efforts never go in vain. How others see you is not important. How you see yourself means everything. Never let others know your weaknesses. Instead, always try to show up your positives. In order to love who you are, you cannot hate the experiences that shaped you. It's better to be alone than in bad company. You never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice you have. If you're not happy with yourself, you'll never be happy in a relationship. It is better to light one small candle than to curse the darkness. Men are moved by 2 levers only: fear and self-interest. A river cuts through rock, not because of its power, but because of its persistence. Just trust your instincts. Gut feelings can sometimes save you from big troubles. Stupid is the man who always remains the same. Learn first, teach later. The heaviest burden we carry is the weight of our expectations. There are no shortcuts to any place worth going.